People don't use, maybe so many people don't use the word psyche because you almost have to be working with it to know it. But mind is thinking. And thinking is just a part of, in the typological structure, there are 4 ways that we learn. Thinking, we all do, and feeling is its opposite. It all in the human being, those 2 are opposites. One of those will be conscious, easy. One will be very difficult. What's in the unconscious is difficult. It takes years to access. So those are 2 ways. Mind is thinking. Then we're intuition. We can get things just from the thin air. We never will know quite how or why, but we do. That's a facility that's either very good and quick in a person or buried in the unconscious. And the problems are always going to be with what's buried. Now, the opposite to intuition are all these lucky people in Pilates work who are born into their bodies just like little animals, and it's very easy for them to do everything. They're not disconnected from their body. And so those 4 ways are parts of the structure of the psyche. It's as a typological structure. It tells you your type. That is a practical tool beyond anything I can explain. It gives you the patience you need, the acceptance you need, the understanding of other people's difficulties that you're trying to teach, and thinking, my God, what am I going to do with this person? Because young intuitives are not in their bodies at all. Everything moves, but they don't have any sense of being in it. They're just doing something to it. And you can live and die never in dealing with the lower functions, but you don't have to. And a teacher's a much better teacher if she understands where her weaknesses are and what she must be working on to improve and where that client is. Then the whole relationship has ease or difficulty. And that began to be not an intention. I never thought I'm going to bring my psychoanalytical knowledge into Pilates. Never thought it. I did one side of the town, did the other side of the town. And for me, of course, it was always blended. It had happened. But I didn't think of teaching that. And because now it made sense. And then everybody wanted it. And the teachers wanted it. And do that with me, please. You know, what do you think I am? What do you think she... Because they didn't know why they were having trouble with certain people or why they couldn't even stand somebody that was so different from them. So I just started it without ever intending to. And then by the time 5 years later, and PMA then is beginning, and we're a great, big, nice, beautiful group, by then I thought, well, what it is it's a Pilates, and it's plus psyche, and the psyche is involving conscious and unconscious. Then I think that's why people say they think mind-body. Well, mind-body doesn't necessarily mean that you're going deep into the unconscious part. It means you're thinking, usually, to people. Pilates was thinking your way into the body. And Ramana would say the mind teaches the body how to behave. To me, that's an abomination, because my body is at the bottom of my unconscious, the hardest thing ever to deal with. Took me maybe all the way to the end of 50, from 29, to really breathe. It was going too fast to breathe. You know, everything was too tight to breathe. And so my body is my greatest teacher. The greatest teacher lies at the most difficult part of your psyche. And it takes the most patience, and it resolves, it will make you a creative person and a spiritual person. That's what comes through the depth of us. For me to think I know more than my body is so stupid. The more you live, the more you get in touch with. Now, in an intuitive case, it's the body that you're always entering more. In a thinker's case, it's the heart, the bottom is the feeling that you're finally living from. For the sensate, who's already in the body, it's daring to just intuit and go with the things you think, oh no, yes, go, try, yeah. That's going out of the body into bigger imagination. And the feeler is so sweet. Now they've got to leave all the subjectivity and realize that they are the great thinkers, if they finally will access. And the ideas come not from us. What from? What from? How do we? From the unconscious. What is the unconscious? You know, now you get into theology, now you get into philosophy, metaphysics. It's whatever you need to think it is, it just is.